Hello there, it's your girl Daphne back with another video. And all I can say is I'm shaking my head as much as I know you are. But we're going to tackle it, so let's get started. So guys, as you know, this is my third garage video that I've had, and each time I've gotten closer and closer to being able to have this garage manageable. We're getting close to about a year of this journey in decluttering my garage, and this time I am definitely taking a different approach. I wish that I could follow the 10-step approach that we did in our last video. I'm actually going to list all of those 10 steps, which are amazing. But in this case, because it's so cold out, I'm not able to take all of the items out of the garage at once. So what you're going to see is I'm going to be working around in sections. And I'm still going to be clearing out the areas. I'm still going to be cleaning and grouping like items, but I'm able to do them in smaller sections. And then I'm able to work in my different organizational solutions. And then I'm able to rearrange and make the space a lot more user-friendly and a lot more I say workable for my family, because what I have seen over the past year is that yes, I've been able to declutter and make the garage look really nice for the videos. And then after that, once we start living, in the garage and doing our normal living in our house and bringing items down to the garage, we don't put them back, in the places that we should. And by doing this process now, I realize why. It's because they're not stored in the best possible way. So you're going to be seeing me doing a lot of different rearranging of items. All of my bins, I'm going to be moving them to the top shelf. I'm going to be moving all of my plant items and putting them on another shelf. I'm also going to be rearranging all of the food and bringing a lot of this surplus food and snacks upstairs, because I do have space for them in the snack drawer, in my pantry, and other areas in the kitchen. So we're just going to make sure that we make this space work the best way that it can, because it is a small space. It's only a one-car garage that we use for all of our storage in the house. So we're just going to try to make it the best possible space that we can. So I'd like to introduce myself again. My name is Daphne. To anyone that clicked on my video for the first time today, welcome. And to all of my loyal subscribers, welcome back. I really appreciate each and every time that you watch a video of mine, and I just want to say a special thanks. And I also want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you aren't already subscribed, I hope that you will subscribe and join my YouTube journey. I have so much amazing content that I'm going to be sharing this year, and I hope that you will stick around and enjoy. So I really pared down all of the food that we're going to be storing here in the garage to this one little wire shelving unit. And then everything else I was able to store upstairs in my kitchen. And I find that by having it here, having it nice and open, as opposed to in that black metal shelf, I'm able to see all of the items, and I'm able to keep inventory, and we don't forget about items that are on the shelf with them being on this wire rack. So as I said, this time around, I'm trying to make sure that I touch every single item inside of the garage. And one of them being all of these like paper goods that I usually store on the second shelf. I'm just making sure that I go through all of the items, and I'm putting them in these turquoise totes, and I'm going to put them on the top shelf. I'm making sure that I know all of the items that are being stored here, and I'm getting rid of anything that we're not going to be using. And then I'm also bringing some of the items upstairs, and I'm consolidating a lot of these large boxes. So I'm just taking out all of the cluttery, and I'm putting it inside of the totes, inside of Ziplocs, so that I can just cut down on all of the bulkiness. One of the main problems or obstacles, that I have in my garage is storing seasonal items. So this time around, I'm making sure that I'm designating certain spaces, especially like the ACs, all year long. Even if they're not being stored in the garage, they're put in this specific spot. And I do suggest that you do the same. Always, keep designated areas so that when you do bring those items back into your garage, they're not just put on the floor, they're put immediately back into its spot. Now I did add two metal shelving units. So you saw me do the first one, which is by our deep freezer, which is going to have all of our food on it. And then the second one is going to have my crafts and also all of my plant products and lawn and garden products. So we needed to move the workbench down just like a couple of inches so that we can fit this into the space. And now I'm just loading it up with all of the items that I took off the other shelf, and I'm just organizing everything, putting all like items together, and just trying to make it flow a little nicely on this shelf. And now that I've finished that area, now I can concentrate on the back main metal shelving unit. I'm just going to be wiping that down, and then I'm going to be moving all of our large totes onto this one shelf. So leave me a comment down below. How organized or how disorganized is your garage? Every time that I come to organize my garage, I swear I am a hoarder. And I think I do have some hoarding tendencies, but I have to say my garage is so small. It's only a one-car garage, and the ceilings are very low, so we have to work with the space that we have and try to utilize it in the best possible way. And that's what I plan on doing from this day forward. So as I said, I really am trying to make this garage clean out the best possible outcome that I can, with making sure that I make space for all items that I need to store in here, and making sure that we keep all those designated spots, even if the items aren't in the garage at that time, just making sure that we keep a placeholder for them. And then I'm also going to make sure that I clean the garage every month and make sure that everything is nice and tidy, because I don't typically do that. I wait about 3 to 4 months, and the garage really gets out of hand between when I did it and when I come back and take a look at it again. So I have to get better at that, to just putting it on my monthly cleaning rotation. So I'd like to know what you guys are up to. Are you planning on doing any DIYs, any renovations, any decluttering for the new year? So leave me a comment down below. Okay guys, so we are almost finished with the video for part 1. We're just going to be doing a little more cleaning, and then I'm going to let you see how we're ending on part 1. We will have a part 2, which is going to be a lot more decluttering. We're going to be going into all of the bins, and we're going to be doing more rearranging and just making sure that the space is user friendly. And when I say user friendly, I mean easy to be able to navigate, to be able to store things away, to know where your items should go, to just make it a place that you want to return the items back to. These are all the recyclables that we're going to be recycling, all the bottles and cans, and then I also have 3 bags that I'm going to be donating. So I took care of that, and now I'm back and I'm just doing the last little bits of decluttering and vacuuming and taking out the trash, and then I'm going to just let you see how we're going to end on part 1 of this garage clean out. I have to say I am so pleased with the progress that I was able to make in such a short period of time. I also placed an order on Amazon for an outdoor shed, which is about 5 feet by 3 feet, and it's currently being shipped. So in part 2, you're going to be seeing me build that shed. And then I'm also going to be moving all of these items that are here on this right hand side. This is a clip of how the shed looks, and we're going to take all of these items and free up so much space inside of the garage. So as I said, this is only part 1. Please make sure you're subscribed so you're notified when I put out part 2. I'm so excited to continue on with this journey of decluttering my garage. I hope that you enjoyed, so please give it a thumbs up and share with any friends and family that might like my content. Until the next time, have a blessed day.